So my neighbour's having his water connected from his new house to the street, and it's connected into the manhole, so all your wastewater, just the wastewater and sewage, gets connected to the street. Now there's only a few companies that can do this here. You have to get authorised, registered companies to do it, and I've had 5 quotes, and the cheapest is €2,600. 2,600, and it takes about 4 guys. They dig all the street up. These guys are just filling it back in now. Dig the street up, put the cable, the pipe in, and it's a huge big pipe, but you have to connect from your house to 400 millimeters outside of your wall of your property. 400 outside of your property, and then they connect from there to the pipe. And these guys started at 7 this morning, and now they're just filling it all back in. So yeah, 2.5 grand minimum charge for finished putting the block paving in this afternoon, and then grout it tomorrow. So it's a day and a half's work. So yeah guys, when you're thinking about new builds, just for the wastewater and sewage, that is. Now my electric at the front here is not connected yet. I'm on a temporary system. The temporary system costs 2 grand to connect up to a temporary system, so we can work here. And when I get that connected, that's €600 to have it connected. And they literally, there's a box going in the wall down there. They connect up. So that's the electric. And the other end of my front garden now, in the corner, there's I've got 2 arquetas, what they call it in English, can't remember the name in English now. Arquetas, two boxes on the wall where the drain valves go for the water to connect to the house. One to the house, and we got one for garden water. There's 2 types of water here. One we use for the household water, which they call clean water, and the other one is for using for the garden, for sprinkler systems and for watering the plants, stuff like that, but you can't drink it, and it's slightly cheaper water. So there's 2 got to go in there. Those connections are a bit cheaper. It's about €250 to connect that up. My plumber connects it to from the street, but you have to come and get them to check the connection. So yeah, it can be expensive. It's about, from the light, the electric, the water and the sewage, you're looking around 4.5 grand. So if you're out in the country somewhere and you're a long way from the main sewage, ours is literally in front of the street here. But if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you need a project license, and then you have to come and dig all the road up and get it up to the nearest system, the nearest road. And if it's quite a long way away, that could cost you thousands. To give you an idea, I had a guy that got a bar out in the middle of nowhere, off the main road, and he was probably about 5 minutes walk from the main road, and it cost €10,000 to get his sewage and wastewater connected to the street. So yeah, very expensive in Spain. So something you want to check at your local council offices, the planning offices, before you even think about things like this. If you're not connected to the main water out in the countryside somewhere, or even in town, like we're in a residential area, and as I say, 2,500 minimum connection. Now, if you can see in the street there, the manhole covers, literally in front of my wall there, I've already done it. There's a hole in the floor, and I've put the cable, the pipe through, all underground in my plot of land, just outside the wall, and they're going to connect literally 3 meters out into the street. They dig the road up like that, 2.5 grand. So check first guys, it's expensive business here in Spain.